Welcome to our channel. Here we read Bible stories written for children and adults alike. Our verse today is Numbers 32:23b. Be sure your sin will find you out. None of us gets away with sin. We can hide what we do, but God will not let his children get away with wrongdoing. Sin must be punished. Sometimes it is the natural consequences that happen as a result of our sin. This was the case with Moses, who had to flee. He could no longer live in the beautiful palace in Egypt. Our story today is entitled, Moses Has to Flee. Now when Moses had grown into a young man, he was one day out watching how his own people were being ill-treated by the Egyptian taskmasters. On this day, he saw an Egyptian beating an Israelite workman. He killed the Egyptian and buried his body in the sand. On the next day, he came across two Israelites fighting, and he asked one man, "Why do you hit your brother Israelite?" This man swung round and said, "Who made you a prince and a judge over us? Do you plan to kill me like you killed the Egyptian?" Moses was very frightened. He fled away into a land called Midian. One day Moses sat down to rest beside a well. While he sat there, some young girls, daughters of the priest of Midian, came to draw water for their father's sheep, but rough shepherd men chased them away. So Moses helped them, and the girls were able to water their sheep. When they went home to their father, Reuel, they told him of the help the Egyptian stranger had given them, and straightway he invited Moses to come and stay at their home. Let's repeat our verse. Numbers 32:23b. Be sure your sin will find you out. I'm going to ask a few questions now. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, and then I'll reveal the answer. Let me know in the comments how many you get right. Let's get started. Number 1. Why did Moses have to run away from Egypt? Because Moses killed a man and he no longer felt safe. Number 2, what did Moses do that made the Jewish men make Moses know they knew about his sin? Moses attempted to settle the quarrel. Number 3, what was the consequence or result of Moses' sin? Moses was afraid and he had to run away. Number 4, what did Moses do in Midian to be of help to the two daughters? He protected the girls from other shepherds. And finally, number 5, what was the result of his kindness to the two daughters? He was provided a home. Let's repeat our verse one last time. Numbers 32:23b. Be sure your sin will find you out. Remember this verse when you were tempted to sin. Bad things happen as a result of this wrongdoing. Often good things happen when we are kind. Moses was kind to the priest's two daughters, which resulted in Moses having a home. Thank you for joining us on our Bible reading journey. I hope you can join us next time as we continue our story, called The Burning Bush.